guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited for today's video, and the reason why is because it's the very first video where I'm going to be talking about my wedding. So specifically today, what I'm going to be talking about is basically like all of the stuff that I got from like Hobby Lobby, Marshalls, and Michaels for my wedding. So basically, I said basically like 8 times I feel like, but basically what this video is going to have is just like some of the stuff that I got for like super cheap, super inexpensive that I'm going to be using at my reception and also at the ceremony. Guys, I'm so excited. So I got engaged almost a year ago. So we got engaged in May, and now my wedding is 10 months away. Wait, is that right? It's March. January, February, March. Oh my god, it's like 9 months away. Wait, is that math? Yes, that's math. Okay, so my wedding's like 9 months away, 9.5 months away, and I am so excited. So basically what I'm going to be talking about is just like some of the sort of inexpensive decorations that I've gotten from like Marshalls, from Michaels, and also from Hobby Lobby when I went down to the States. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is actually something that I got from there's 3 places, any of those places, which is something that I got on the day that we got engaged. So actually there's one more thing that I got on the day that we got engaged that I want to use as well, but maybe I'll do that in a later video. So the thing that I want to use from the day that we got engaged is, for those of you that don't know, nobody knows because I haven't done a video on this yet. Nobody knows. So I actually got engaged at Disney World inside Cinderella's castle at the restaurant that they have there, which is called Cinderella's Royal Table. And so I got engaged there. I'll do a whole video on my engagement. But basically part of the proposal was they came out with like this cute little glass slipper. I don't know if it's gonna like focus properly. Anyways, so basically came out with like this cute little glass slipper, and I love it so much, and obviously like it's really important to me because it was part of my engagement. So this is something that I'm definitely going to be using at the reception piece of things, and also possibly at my bridal shower, which I'll do like obviously another video on. So yeah, so that was completely free, minus like the money that Justin paid like for them to do all that stuff, but it was something that was included in that, so it was free for me. So yeah, $0 for that. The next thing I'm going to talk about is some of the stuff that I got from Marshalls. So I would say like my favorite thing that I got from Marshalls is probably this cute little "The Future is Bright" sign. So what I really like about this sign is that it has little like light bulbs in it, and they light up, so obviously I have to put some batteries in it. But it just seemed like we're doing sort of like a loose Christmas theme for the wedding. It's just going to be like really warm. It's still formal, but it's still just going to be like really warm and friendly because I'm like obsessed with Christmas. So I don't know, this just sort of reminded me of like a lyric that would be in like a Christmas song or something. And here's the kicker, like the crazy part is that this was $3. So obviously you cannot go wrong with that because it's $3. So that's going to be somewhere probably at our reception. The other thing that I got from Marshalls is this cute little box. I don't even know what you'd call it, but basically, so it says advice for the bride and groom, and there's just these cute little like cut out like pieces of paper hearts, and so I'm gonna have this out. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna have it out for like the whole weekend or just at the reception, but either way it's going to be out, and people can just like come up like when they're doing the guest book or whatever, and just put in like their little pieces of advice for us. And the best part of this is that it spins around and it says Mr. and Mrs. So I can actually have this in my house afterwards without it being like, you know, we're not gonna be a bride and groom after, we're just gonna be Mrs. and Mrs. And so this is, I really like this because it's not gonna look awkward in my house afterwards. And what was awesome about this was that it was only $10. So you can't really go wrong with that again. And so those 2 things were from Marshalls. Now, oh, actually this next thing is from Marshalls too. So I got this, and it says "This is Us" on it. This was only $7. I really like it because it's just like, it's pretty plain. So what I wanted to do here was there's like this piano at our reception area. So I wanted to have just on top of the piano like some picture frames with pictures of Justin and I. I haven't decided if they're going to be pictures from our engagement shoot or not. We haven't done that yet. We're doing that in June. So I guess it'll depend on that, or maybe we'll do just a combination of like pictures of us from like the 3 years that we've been together. So there'll be that, and then just like in the middle, sort of anchoring it, will be the "This Is Us." I saw another YouTuber do a video on this, and they said something that like, I don't want to say like blew my mind, but it was just like, oh, like I gotta go there. Is every 2 weeks, every week? Anyways, basically it's like 1 week on, 1 week off. The wedding stuff at Hobby Lobby is on sale. So it's half off every other week. So that was super exciting. And the week that I went, it happened to be on sale. So I was really happy about that. So I got a couple of things on Hobby Lobby. One of the things that I'm super happy about is this guy right here. It's sort of squished out because I had to pack it in my bag. But yeah, so basically I got us just like this white like satin sort of type pillow. And what I'm really like about this is that most of the pillows that I've seen at like Michael's and online, most of the ones that are less expensive have like this lace detailing, and I didn't want that competing with anything like in my wedding dress or on my veil, and so I just like, this is going to be so much better because it's just going to like mesh really nicely. It's nice and white. I don't need that to be like the centerpiece of anything, so I just wanted it to be nice and plain. And this was $13, so it was like $6.50. Like, come on, you can't go wrong with that. Another thing that I got for the ceremony at Hobby Lobby was, I've seen a lot of brides and grooms, basically like they'll do like at the end of the ceremony, like when they're like, I guess it's called like during like the recessional, is like there'll be people like blowing bubbles, or like they'll have sparklers or something like that. And that, like those two items that I've seen just seems like they seem really summery to me, and I didn't want to get into like having to clean up like any paper confetti afterwards with our venue, or like even ask them if we could do that. That just seems like a lot of work for somebody, and I'm not into it. So because it's like this Christmas theme, and Christmas is obviously like bells, you have Christmas bells, I got these cute little bells here, and they have this really cute, I'll do like a zoomed in clip, but basically it says like, join us in ringing in, no, that I lied, join us in ringing the bell to celebrate a lifetime of love and happiness. And the little note on it is honestly like, it looks a little made in China, but it's still super cute, and honestly I don't think anybody's gonna care. So I got a couple of these guys here, what was I gonna say? Oh, and it was only $8. So again, half off of that is $4. So like, honestly, I'm super happy with that. I don't think I would have been able to get this many things for $4 anywhere, maybe on Alibaba, but I like, as much as I like buying things online because it's nice and easy, honestly, like it sort of scares me because this is stuff for my wedding, and I don't really want to waste any money in getting stuff that's just going to turn out to be like sort of junky and cheap that I got online. So I'm really happy that I got this, because I'm totally fine with the quality, and honestly, like, they don't need to be the best bells in the world. It's just for people after the ceremony, to sort of ring, and I think it'll make for like some cute pictures. That being said too, though, my mom sort of raised like I'll call it a good, like, my mom raised a good point, which is she said, okay, well, like, you don't want people ringing the bells during the ceremony, and I mean, we don't really have any kids. Like, the youngest kid that we have there, well, my cousins are gonna be there, but they're in the ceremony, and so like I just won't put any bells on their chair. They're not gonna notice. Like everybody's an adult that's going, so nobody's gonna be like ringing the bell like in the middle of like, you know, do you take this man, ring, like, no. So honestly, like, I'm not really worried about it, and if they do, hopefully they've watched this video. Don't ring the bell during my ceremony. It will, like, I'm pretty easygoing, but that'll probably annoy me. But yeah, just like super cute with the bells, and again, only like $4. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand. Only $4 for one of those things. So again, keeping with all the Hobby Lobby stuff that I got is, did I do all those things yet? I guess I did. Yeah. So I also got this thing. So there's a couple of people in our family, and like specifically on Justin's side of the family, that have passed away, and so won't be there with us during our wedding day. And so I really wanted to have some way to incorporate them into into the wedding, so that they are part of the day, and so that you know, because that's an important piece for Justin's family, and then, you know, by extension now my family, is to incorporate that. So I got this super cute sign at Hobby Lobby, and it says, "We know you'd be here today if heaven weren't so far away." And honestly, I think that that's super cute. I'm going to probably paint the sides a little bit because it's supposed to have like a bit of a rustic look here, and I don't really want it to be too rustic. So I'll just paint the sides so that it's basically all white with just like the white in the middle, and then I'll paint white like along here too. And then what I wanted to do was basically, so we'll have this sort of like in the center, and then what I'd like to do is have some pictures of like both sets of my grandparents, both sets of his grandparents on their wedding day, and then both sets of our parents on their wedding day as well, and just have that as like sort of a display. And I think that that's something that, like, I don't know if Justin cares about, but I think it's just sort of like a cute way to keep them involved, because especially you know, there's important people on my side of the family that isn't going to be there, but especially on Justin's side of the family, that I want to make sure that that's an element of our wedding, because it is really really important to him, and so by extension it's really important to me. Keeping sort of in that same theme, not to get too like sad sentimental, is I got these. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you the price of that one. So that one was $10, and it was on sale, half off. Obviously, all the stuff at Hobby Lobby was half off, so it was only $5. So that was sort of a no-brainer because I wanted that anyways, and so super cute. Obviously, I get it. And the other thing too is, like, I think that these vines, like, they look sort of like I'm gonna have a lot of wreaths and like garland and stuff. So I feel like this sort of like, I don't know if you guys can see that. I feel like that just sort of like brings in that sort of like Christmassy element. But it would also work if you're not doing like a Christmas wedding. It would work for a summer wedding as well. Then again, keeping with that same sort of theme of like people that can't be at the wedding because they're passed away, is I got these cute little bouquet frames. So basically what they are is you just put a picture of somebody that can't be there at the wedding, and you just attach it to your bouquet. And so that's something that, again, I knew like even before I got engaged that like when I get married, that is something that I want to do. And those were originally $5, but again on sale, so they were $2.50, so I got 2 of them. And yeah, so honestly, like, that's all of the stuff that I have out right now. I don't know if I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, but when I was at Michael's like a couple of months ago, just after Christmas, and I was looking for the stationery for my wedding invitations, what am I saying? Well, when I was at Michael's looking for the stationery for my wedding invitations, I was at the checkout ready to pay, and they had like these big things of, oh my goodness, what are they called? Christmas ornaments. They had these big things of Christmas ornaments, and they were usually like $50. Like, I've seen them at Canadian Tire and like at Walmart and stuff, and like they're like really expensive. I don't think they're worth that much. But anyways, they were on sale for $7, so I got 3 of them. So I don't have those because they're in storage right now. But yeah, so I got 3 of those, and then I also know that there was a store, oh my god, it was Bombay. Bombay was closing, and so my mom was actually able to buy some of like their Christmas trees that they use like in their Christmas displays. And so yeah, so I have like a couple of fake different trees. We're also going to see about purchasing some Christmas trees that don't get bought before Christmas. So basically, like, we're just gonna load up all of these trees and bring them to the wedding. So the ones that are outside, I don't think that I'm going to decorate them, and then we'll have some inside for like the ceremony, and then we'll also have some that are like just outside for decoration as well. And then at my my reception, there's this big tall Christmas tree that the venue has, and so that's something that I think that I'm going to decorate with my mom and some of my bridal party on the 26th. So that's going to be a big job, but that's okay. I think it'll be lots of fun. So anyway, so that's basically all of the stuff that I have so far, minus the stuff that I have like for my bridesmaids outfits. I have all of their stuff picked out, thank God. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Honestly, like, I can't shut up talking about my wedding, so if you want to talk about weddings, just let me know. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe down below. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on my wedding. So please subscribe and then you'll be able to watch them. Thank you so much and have a nice day.